Guys, I do apologize in advance for having this video coming out a day later than it's supposed to. I try to get them out every Saturday around midday or later at night around 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but that didn't happen because when I went to upload it around 5 o'clock last night, the file was corrupted, and I had to start pretty much from scratch all over again. So, unfortunately, that had to happen, and that's why it's coming out a day later. So I'm sorry, and I hope you enjoy the video. Hey guys, Andie here, and welcome to the Unturned show. This is the show to tell you what the fuck happened in Unturned this week. Let's jump right in to our update. Alright guys, welcome to Unturned Update 3.14.16. No physical object was added this week, but a lot of optimizations, a few new skins, and a few changes that are going to make PvPing a lot easier. So let's jump right in and check out what's been added. One of the things added this week was new items to the accepted workshop for Unturned. These items included the Cryptic Timberwolf, the Cryptic Cobra, the Cryptic Katana, the Cryptic Honey Badger, the Cryptic Ecofire, which was made by Spitfire. We have the Serpent Timberwolf, which was made by Soto. We have the Survivor Collection, made by Debsky, that was added. Those include the Evil Yuri, the Sandstorm Desert Falcon, the Sandstorm Timberwolf, and the Tribal Zubeknikov. Also, he made the Watermelon Chris Correct. Also, the Fire Breather Rocket Launcher made by Fifa, I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. And the Robo Invader outfit made by Fat Chief. And those were all the things that were added to the accepted list for Unturned. They're all 99 cents, all the things I mentioned. You should totally get them. They're all pretty cool. And, I mean, hell, I'm gonna get them. So you should probably get them too. Another thing added this week was spawn tables. So now if you are a modder, this mostly applies to modders, you're now able to put your items into a table. That's if somebody subscribes to your item, it will spawn on an official map. An example of this would say you put in a certain kind of car, you are now able to put that car into the table and it would spawn on something like Washington. Also, all the crops across all of the maps have been changed to objects, which pretty much means that you're now able to hide behind the crops when approaching a farm without somebody being able to see you if they have their foliage off. Now, as you guys know, before you were able to scrap guns, but now Nelson has added the ability to scrap melee weapons as well. So now, before, when you ran across, say, a rake and you didn't really need it, you would just let it go. You just leave it there. But now you're able to scrap these and get metal scrap from these, which is great. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up this update video. Again, not much was added physically into the game, just a lot of changes and optimizations for PvP and crafting. Alright guys, so that was our update. Let's jump right into our community section. Alright guys, so the map for this week is PEI Large by Mug Ugnia. This map is pretty much what PEI is now, with everything around it being, like, built. So, you know how PEI is small island, and everything around it, there's just, like, not too much. You can see, like, stuff off in the distance, but nothing really else. You can't go to it. Well, now, Mug Ugnia has made areas around PEI that you can go to. So this thing is just phenomenal. It's great. It has, like, the very same style that Nelson would have, except just way larger. This is great. You should totally subscribe to this map, favorite it, rate it well. Mug Ugnia would I'm almost positive appreciate you liking his map. This map is great. It's, to be honest, a little bit better than normal PEI, just because there's so much more to look at. And there are places like the Patch Farms, Carson City, and Line Islands. They're all great places to go. You should totally check this map out and subscribe to it. Alright guys, for your skins this week, we have the Fusion Eaglefire made by KillerDutchZenGaming.com. That was a mouthful. This thing is pretty cool. Just saying first off, it looks like it was made in Paint.net, which I'm perfectly okay with. Nothing against Paint.net. And this thing is really cool. I feel like it should be added to the game, and we should probably pop over to the next skin. Next up, we have the Symbolic Heartbreaker made by XO5 Nectar. This thing is great. It's very detailed, very intricate designs. Clearly a lot of work went into this throughout the entire project. I mean, just look at the thing. It's got very interesting little maze-like patterns on the side, and it's just really awesome in general. Clearly he put a lot of time into this, and it needs to be added to Unturned, just to show that his work has paid off. And finally this week we have the Bubble Timberwolf. This thing is really cool. Clearly a lot of just thought went into this to give it that 3D bubble pattern. This was made by 11it and Crazy Design, and this thing is just great. I love this. I totally love to use it in Unturned. Clearly you just needed to put a lot of time and effort into making the shadows, and this thing is just awesome. It's phenomenal. It needs to be added to the game. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next week for the 4th episode of the Unturned show. You guys have a great week, have some fun, and peace out.